Philly Film Games. It's over.
Welcome back to Philly Film Games. I'm sure you missed this.
We all know Sam did.
I was talking before the episode that while I was doing the editing for the first section, actually I got 8 episodes out of the first 7 or 8 episodes out of the first run that we did of this, that the music just would not. My Lance tree is back.
The winking tree.
The winking tree. Oh, finally different music. I enjoy it so much. It's so nice to hear because there were stretches while I was doing the editing. It's just like, this music does not end. This is a horrible loop. Oh. Welcome to my inn.
I'm actually just gonna save here, so if we die, we can just come back to this one instead.
Works for me. Always works for me. Good morning. Did you sleep well? I bet you didn't. I wear a bra on my head.
And I was standing by your bed all night.
That's not creepy. It's just customer service.
So I had to make sure you were safe.
Yes, the poking tactic. I miss the poking tactic. Oh, that's right. You had to use a trident to go down in the sewer, and you can't do any. You can't hit those.
No, you just have to avoid them.
But you can hit them. Alright. So San Francisco. I was there. It was awesome. I was at a convention. I'm not going to say what. If you want to see it, there's video of it on YouTube of me doing a panel and whatnot. But I'm excited to give this story because Eric has not heard thing one about it, and I'm pretty sure that the payoff is going to be awesome. So that's why I wanted to wait for when we played this, because I can just keep all my attention to the story, because I know I have a tendency to distract myself while I'm playing. So, so I'm at this convention that I am an invited speaker at. I have a panel that I give one night about my research. And okay, I'll just give you this much. It is a convention for My Little Pony. That's all the further I'm going to go with it, because I don't want to exactly say where I was, although you probably already figured it out. So, anywho, when I was planning the trip, I was trying to save money because the university will pay for my travel, but only up to a certain amount. So I was trying to save money wherever I could. And one of the things about this convention was that they had a forum that had a place for roommate calls. So I was like, hey, you looking for a roommate, or like, do you have a hotel room reserved already, or you're looking for a hotel room you could get, you can get your roommates there. And I had found a roommate, and it turned out to be a young lady. Her name was a little ambiguous at first. She told me her name, but I didn't know it until I actually met her. So I didn't know what I was going to be staying with. So, oh, that's right. You got that bouncy island thing.
Random bounce tree.
The random bounce tree. So, all I have on this person is that she is going to the same convention that I am. She has the room reserved in her name, and that she is looking for a roommate to split the cost with. Okay, cool. So, meet her Friday night. We talk for literally only 5 minutes. Okay, fine.
Good.
She's like, she's like, yeah, I do my thing, you do your thing, and we'll be cool. All right, that's fine. I don't have to worry about, because we both have our own keys, and just be like, whatever. Everything works out. And I didn't really think too much about it. She does her thing, I do mine. Friday morning, I wake up early because I'm still on Central Time. So, you know, I'm doing my thing, and I don't see her hardly at all. Which is fine. And I come back Friday afternoon sometime. I'm trying to remember what time the first encounter happened. Friday night. I already gave my panel. My panel was at like 6 o'clock in the at night, and I was just out doing my thing, talking to people, distributing my survey and whatnot. And I come back, and apparently I had just come into the hotel room shortly after some activities had happened, because there's a dude in the bed. And I was like, oh, you're already in bed? And he's like, yeah, I'm in bed. And I'm like, excuse me?
Wait.
What? And she's in the bathroom, and I'm not thinking too much, because I'm just not. Because I'm tired. And she comes out, and I'm like, I'm sorry, did I interrupt anything? She's like, oh no, we're done. I'm like, well, thank you. Really
nice to know. Thanks.
Yeah, that's great. The weird part on that one was, he's like, do you want to join? I'm like, no. No. It's okay. It's all right, dude. I'm cool. We're cool.
I'm good. Go away. See you later.
The room only had one bed, but there was a nice large couch, and that's what I had.
Oh, okay.
So I'm totally fine with it. I've slept on less at a convention, so it doesn't really bother me. Have you ever been to have you ever attended fan conventions of any type?
No, I haven't. I've wanted to, but I've never been able to.
Okay. Well, since you live here, ValleyCon's always in October, I think. It's a nice small one, but it's all science fiction, so it doesn't matter what sci-fi you're into.
Just anything goes.
Yeah, pretty much anything goes. It's a nice small one. But back to this one. So I was like, well, maybe she found a guy. Cool beans.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, literally at a fan convention, as a young lady, you pretty much have your pick of the litter, because the guy to gal ratio is pretty steep. It's usually at a regular fan convention, you're usually looking at 85-15. My Little Pony's a little bit different. It's usually like 60-40. So, alright, fine, whatever. Good night. Next morning, get up early again, because, well, that's just what I do anyway. Go and do my thing again. But around like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I had to go into the room for some odd reason. And I just walked in after another one. But it wasn't... I would love to say that it was round 2. But it was a different guy. It was a totally different guy. So, I'm like, hi. He's like, oh, hey, dude, what's up? I'm the roommate. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm from such and such, and, yeah. All right, cool. Well, she's like, oh, hi, how are you doing? I'm fine. Yeah. I just came in here because I needed to grab something. I'll be on my way out now.
Oh,
kind of like what he's doing.
just like that. Yeah.
Just like that. So, okay. 2 different dudes. Whatever.
Who knows? We'll just leave.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
She said, just do your thing, I'll do mine. Okay. Didn't know what your thing meant. Fine. So I'd run into a number of people. I mean, that's the great thing about these conventions. I run into people who are just like, oh, you share my same common interest? Let's go have dinner. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I mean, it's a really great fandom for that. Like, I had run into people right off the plane at Denver. Just like, oh, you're into ponies too? Let's hang out. You know, until I left Denver to come back to Fargo on Monday. It's straight up, like, everywhere I go, it's like pony talk. Cool, whatever. Day 3. I had one of the people that I had met at the convention was a rather handsome young man, and he had said that his goal at this convention was to bag at least one a night. All right, it's gonna be a little bit harder for you, considering that now the ratio is flipped. You know, there's 60 dudes to every 40. Well, okay, whatever. Well, Sunday night, it was him. One of the things that I also asked her was, on Sunday, because we had not ever discussed payments, splitting the room, it was in her name. It's like, I want to pay you before, I gotta leave very early on Monday morning, for the airport. I want to pay you before I go. He's like, how do you want to split this? And she's like, yeah, just give me $60. Excuse me? Yeah, just $60. That's all I need. Are you sure? Because when she told me this, she did not seem like she was all there. Like, she might have been a little high.
Yeah, a little.
But, it might, for whatever reason. And she's like, no, seriously, just give me $60 and we're good. The bill was $500. Okay. And I found that out because when I was leaving Monday morning, the receipt was slipped under the door, and so the bill, well, there was some room service involved. Apparently they had ordered wine or something. So for whatever reason, she just wanted $60. So I paid just barely over 10% for this room. It turns out, and I never realized in a million years, and I asked some people after the fact, that she was what I'm now calling a con mistress.
Okay.
She was essentially a prostitute.
I was kind of gathering that just from the story.
I
like
never,
leading there.
Yeah, I never, ever in a million years would have gathered that. Because I just don't think that way. I've never thought that way. But when I think about it in terms of economics, which is probably the worst way to look at it.
Yeah.
That's probably the smartest thing you can do. Because going to one of those conventions, you've got literally your pick of the litter. Mm-hmm. And you can pretty much do what you want, how you want, and get guys to pay for it. And that's what she did.
That was it.
I'll tell you what her... I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I should have when I met her on the forums. But just so her name is not besmirched, I will tell you in between episodes what her name was, because it should have been my tip-off initially.
It should have been obvious.
Should have been obvious to me, but it was not. So, yeah, and for the sake of these episodes, I think we're going to stretch out Wonder Boy episodes to about 15 minutes, because this is a little bit more of a grind, and 10 minutes doesn't seem like it'll be It's like
You know.
there's not a whole lot of progress made in 10 minutes.
Uh,
So we'll let them go for 15 instead. So yeah. So
jeez.
yeah, I talked to some people. I really want to talk to my one good friend. He actually, for a while on the East Coast, was an organizer of a convention, and I want to ask him if this was actually a common practice, because I have never in a million years would have put this 2 and 2 together for this ever. So I definitely want to ask him. Oh, mercy. Yeah. Yeah. No words for it.
Just
Yeah.
that would just be an odd discovery.
Yeah, it
Still,
was.
like you, it's like, oh, I got this roommate
Oh,
or
this-
whatever.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I just no, just like, and it's like I told my one committee member who is, you know, who has gone to a couple fan conventions himself, and he's like, wow, yeah, never would have dawned on me either.
That's
He's gone to a number of Trek conventions, and he's like, yeah, that had never in a million years would have dawned on me. But, apparently it happens.
I guess. Cool.
Wow. Oh, brother. But we'll discuss more of that sort of shenanigans next time on Philly Film Games. Aren't you? Thrilled you tuned in? All my sexcapades?
Yeah, they just involve walking in. Oh God!
Not again!
Third time this
Use
convention.
potpourri, for goodness sakes, man!
Cleaning staff hates us.